Story number 5. How was your 2023 in terms of your moves and making that show and making that business?
I was doing both, Mr. Benja. I was in the kitchen cooking it up, man. Just steering it. Yeah. So for me, try to expand to my personal brand. We've been doing this podcast. Can you believe almost oof, what over 2 years, almost three
Oh,
now?
over 2, yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to start doing more, talk about so much. And so I launched my personal brand. Kudos to me from YouTube to Twitter to Instagram, even, right? And now, man, I just kind of getting there. So I got over about 1,000 across all. So definitely next year I want to do more of that and learned a lot, just building a team around that. And the other big thing I learned was just going to these guru events for the first time. I went to Myron Golden's, I went to Ryan Pineda's, I went to Earn Your Leisure. And I'm taking a course with Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Blew my mind, man. Just regular dudes, number one. Are they all saying the same thing?
Yeah.
It's it must not be that insightful. But they just have their own spin on it, of course. And so just learning and understanding how this world works. And it was just eye opener when I rediscovered it back, shoot, late 2022 or 20, yeah, late 2021 or so. So I'm really excited to see where this goes for my personal brand and my core business. I'm bringing some of that into my core business and really working on the marketing piece. What about you, Mr. Benja? What have you learned from the show and the business side?
I've learned that you can finesse with empathy, ethics, and love. So one of the things that's kept me away from this where I just wanted to sit back and create stuff and working with people. And I think a lot of the crowd that I started to learn from early on, where they were these kind of sharks and just would be moving in ways that I thought was funny style, so I stayed away from it for a bit. But then I think somewhere between Gary V, Ty Lopez, and yes, Ty Lopez, he got me with the In My Garage video.
Feel all the books behind me.
Yeah, I was actually, like, fascinated by all the books. I was like, "Oh, what books has he read?" I probably read some of those. So that got me in the whole world. But yeah, getting in here, I was like, "You know what? This selling at its best is a noble art." It's like, with all the noise, it's, "Hey, listen, man. There's value here and you're doing some other stuff that's not that valuable. Let me exchange and let's have an exchange. Let's move you closer to something awesome." And Grant Cardone, even as loud and as brash as he is, I felt a legitimate kind of wow, this guy wants to, he has strong values. I was about to say he's an ethical guy, but I don't even know. He does some shady business. But point is, I was just able to get a lot from these people. And you know what? Here's my understanding. Let me move forward on some of these things that I know in theory and start really putting it out there, readjusting my personal brand into more of a less of a artist and then a person that into a person that creates and builds on this idea of growth and providing value for people. Oh god, providing value for people. I haven't worked on this spiel at all. But yeah, that's my
I
thing,
love
man.
it.
I've got a new podcast coming out. It's all Creativity Threads Life that I'm really proud of. It's going to be definitely launching at the end of the year, which means like next week. I've got a couple episodes recorded. It's phase 5 of my podcast. So this is the evolution and it's going good, man.
He's learning. The
All in, all
algorithm is
threads.
learning. The
Yes.
algorithm is learning, getting better. No, I love it, Mr. Benja. I think we're both super excited by 2024. So yeah, so we'll probably take next week off as we prepare for the holidays. We're coming back with our predictions show, Mr. Benja. So get your predictions together. If you got predictions out there, let us know what you think 2024 is going to look like. Matter of fact, I have one. I already got one. I'm going to put it out there. How you won't be rich in 2024. The top three reasons. I'm gonna go the complete opposite. I'm just gonna
Oh,
win friends that way. Call me the Theo, the pocket watcher. If you like this podcast, please subscribe and comment at Services Business on X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Listen to us at Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts. Go check us out also on our website at Show versus Business and leave us a comment and let us know what you think of what you heard all year.